That woman not in my presence. Queen's reaction to Charles sleeping with married Camilla. Camilla suffered a brutal rejection from the Queen when she first dated Prince Charles in the early 1970s, with the monarch refusing to let Camilla near her, according to a shocking claim. Prince Charles and Camilla met in mid-1971 when they belonged to the same social circles and occasionally attended the same events, including polo matches at Smith's Lawn in Windsor Great Park. They began dating around 1972, and as their relationship became more serious, Charles was introduced to Camilla's family in Plumpton, and Camilla met certain members of the royal family. However, the future Duchess was reportedly banned from meeting the Queen, with both the monarch and Prince Philip disapproving of the relationship as Camilla was viewed as unmarriageable. Christopher Wilson, a royal biographer and journalist, commented on the Queen's dislike for Camilla, saying, "The Queen and Prince Philip knew everything about Prince Charles' relationship with Camilla. The Queen said I will not have that woman in my presence." Prince Philip reportedly took a more pragmatic view of mistresses, but believed unsuitable partners should be kept in the background. Speaking in the documentary series, The Royal House of Windsor, Mr. Wilson said, "The problem with Prince Charles was, you are not supposed to be in love with your mistress, you are supposed to have sex with your mistress, but Charles had fallen in love with Camilla, and that really screwed everything." Historian Professor Jane Ridley noted the Queen was keen on steering Prince Charles away from dating someone deemed as unmarriageable, following the union of Wallis Simpson and King Edward VIII, which led to his abdication. She said, "The only thing that the royal family wanted to avoid was that the Prince of Wales should become involved in a woman who was unmarriageable from the point of view of the royal family. But it seemed this pattern was reappearing." The Queen's dislike for Camilla reportedly stemmed from the fact she was not a virgin, and had former boyfriends prior to dating Prince Charles. Historian Dr. Piers Brendan commented on the issue, saying, "It was absolutely vital to have on the throne someone who was a virgin. A future queen must have no past." Author Penny Junor added, "There is no suggestion that Camilla was a loose woman, but she had had boyfriends. Notably, Camilla had been dating Prince Charles' polo friend Andrew Parker Bowles, whom she later married in July 1973. Ms. Junor described Camilla as funny, outspoken, and a bit outlandish, who had lived a little compared to Prince Charles, who was still very green around the ears. Prince Charles subsequently fell for Camilla big time, and expressed real sadness when their relationship eventually ended in 1973. Mr. Wilson said, "Charles was young, he was red-blooded, he was a passionate man, and I think we was looking for someone who could blow him away, and the meeting of the two was like a thunderclap." Prince Charles nevertheless called off the relationship in January 1973 when he traveled to the Caribbean to spend 8 months with the Royal Navy, and Camilla subsequently married Mr. Parker Bowles later that year. The breakdown of their relationship caused Prince Charles to spiral out of control, and he subsequently dated a series of girlfriends in his quest to find a suitable wife, according to the documentary. Mr. Wilson said, "What he got was a string of arm candy, people who he really wasn't that interested in, but people who he took out because it made him look good." Charles eventually met Princess Diana in 1977 while visiting her home, Althorpe in Northamptonshire, and eventually proposed to her in February 1981.